I said it's unacceptable for men to hit women because it just is. But I think that when a woman hits a man, then it is an expression of love.
Welcome back to the channel, you guys. This is the Great Conversationalist, and we're here with another video here. And I just want to give a disclaimer before I start this video. And the first thing I want to say is I do not promote violence. That's not something I want to do. I've never promoted violence. I will never do that. I think everyone should keep their hands to themselves. If you have something to say, you should say it, but say it in a very civilized manner. And if you know you don't agree with what the person's saying, you can just agree to disagree. You can walk away. But I feel people should have that conversation first, and definitely keep your hands to yourself. If the person disagrees with you, you can just walk away. For the women that are going to take this woman's advice, like I said, this is a disclaimer. You can take this woman's advice. I would not. You had better know your man if you're going to take this woman's advice. You better know your man. But this is a streamer chick talking about how she thinks it's okay to just hit men, and she'll give you her reason. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hitting men is a expression of love. I think that it's discipline. I think it's discipline. I think that it's unacceptable for men to hit women because it just is. But I think that when a woman hits a man, then it is an expression of love. Because whenever I've hit my boyfriends, it's been out of love. I didn't hit them because I hate them. It's been an expression of love. So, because every time I've hit my boyfriends, it's, every time I've beat my boyfriends, I did it because I loved them. I did it because I loved them and I wanted to train them to be the best version of themselves that they could be. I didn't do it because I hated them. So yeah, I do believe that it's an expression of love because whenever I did it, it was an expression of love.
Here's the thing. I'm just gonna stop it right there just for a couple seconds, and I'm just gonna say something. This woman could be trolling. This could be a troll. She could be being sarcastic, but I don't really think she is. I think there's something really mentally wrong with this girl. I think when she says in this expression of love, there's people that have mental disorders that will do that. And let me just put it to you like this. Men, if you get a woman that is hitting you and she's telling you that's an expression of love, and she's, smacking you around or punching you or whatever the case is, she's getting rough, or, when her mood starts to swing, she could be bipolar or something like that. Maybe she go, you probably need to go seek some professional help. But let me just put it to you like this. I believe in equal rights. Okay? If you hit someone, don't expect not to get hit back. Don't. I've had women hit me before, and let me just put it to you like this. I didn't always walk away. You hit me, I'm going to hit you back. You slap me, I'm probably most likely going to slap you back. I'm one of those people that I will talk to you. I will always have that conversation with someone, and I always keep my calm. But you are not going to put your hands on me. Sorry. If anyone knows, if you look at the statistics when it comes to abuse, in men and women relationships, it's pretty much down the middle. It's 50-50. As a matter of fact, there are more domestic violences between lesbian couples than there are between couples between men and women. I want you people to really understand that. Listen to what I just said. Domestic violence is higher between lesbian couples than it is between men and women. The lowest in domestic violence is between two gay men. Because those two gay men know. Those men know. You disrespect me a certain way, it is on. There's something really wrong with this girl. And men, if you get women that are like that, either go tell this person to go seek some help, or break up with them. Because at some point in time, you're probably most likely going to end up getting the cops called on you. There's nothing good to come out of this. This woman seems like she's mentally wrong. And if you can spot that, leave this woman alone. This isn't even a fun girl. This is a stay away from girl. This is a domestic violence ready to happen. But anyway, let's continue.
And I mean, I'm being honest. Yes, I did hit my boyfriends. Yes, I did. But I didn't hurt them. I mean, I can't hurt them. Like, I'm a girl.
That's not true.
Yeah.
And let me just address that. There's women out there that say that, but there are women MMA fighters. A couple years ago in Brazil, there was a man that tried to take a purse from an MMA fighter. She was a UFC certified MMA fighter. She beat the tar out of this man. You can look it up. Google it. Purse snatcher tries to steal MMA fighter's purse. She beat him so bad they let him go. They didn't even take him to jail. They were like, he learned his lesson. They just let him go. So that's just not true. There are women out there that can choke you out. There are women out there that can beat you up. There are women out there that can shoot you. I go to the gun range. I see women there all the time. I got a concealed carry. In my concealed carry class, there were more women than there were men. Scared the shit out of me. Because these were like soccer moms. And best believe that hitting, that aggression from hitting, can real quick escalate to her grabbing bat, knife, gun. I've seen it. And next thing you know, she's sitting in court. Jodi Arias. Real quick. Men, you better start listening to what these women are saying. Just because they got a pretty face and they weigh 90 pounds don't mean anything. There are women in the UFC no more than 115 pounds. No straw weights or nothing. What 115 pounds. They can knock you out. They know how to hit. They are lethal weapons. They have registered hands. I don't believe that in anything. I can't hurt you. No, don't ever believe that. Don't ever believe that. I have a really, really close friend not that long ago. And we're going to get into this at some point in time about being in toxic relationships as well. Not too long ago, say about 6 or 7 months ago, she tried to kill him with a hammer. She's now having his baby. This was 6 or 7 months ago. He was laying in the hospital with dents in his skull from her trying to kill him with a hammer. Do not take these behaviors lightly. Get out of them. You better leave these women alone. There's something really wrong with this woman. But anyway, let's continue.
I just tried to beat the bad habits out of them, and it worked. So no one got hurt, and I just helped them. You know, it's like I never hurt a single one of my boyfriends. It never hurt them, but it did help them. It did nothing but help them. So yeah, and there's nothing wrong with me believing that that's what I want to do. I mean, I wasn't being playful, but I mean, I wasn't playing when I hit my ex-boyfriends. I was not playing, but I didn't hurt them. And I did it out of love.
That's pretty much the end of the video. Let's just, I always play the game, put the shoe on the other foot. Gentlemen, let's put the shoe on the other foot. This would not be acceptable. And a lot of women would be like, well, she can't hurt them. Look how scrawny she is. That's just not true. You don't know what this woman does in her free time. She could be taking self-defense classes. You don't know this. She could be at an MMA gym 5 days a week. You don't know this. This woman could be beating the crap out of her boyfriends. And how big do you know her boyfriend is? Her boyfriend could be 5'4", 115, 112 pounds. You don't know this. She could be beating them up too. And she did it to break them of bad habits. Now put the shoe on the other foot if a man was saying that about a woman. I was beating her because she had bad habits. I always play this game with women. And that's why I say keep questioning things. If a man was doing that, they wouldn't find that very funny. And they wouldn't find that great. So I keep telling you men, you better start listening to what these women are saying and start questioning it. And start just walking away from women like this. This is a toxic chick. Talking about she was beating somebody's bad habit out of them. Don't they call that toxic masculinity? What about toxic femininity? Whatever happened to that? No one says anything about this. But I always say, put the shoe on the other foot and ask a female, do you think that's right if I was just beating the bad habits out of a woman? No. It wouldn't be okay. Just like this isn't okay. But anyway, gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. This is the Great Conversationalist. Till next time, gentlemen, stay dapper.